Steve Langford's here with the headlines from the Howard 100 newsroom, and then we'll get to everything we missed for the last week. And there's a lot of stuff.
Caught red-handed. J.D. Harmeyer asking an attractive young woman via Facebook chat message to fillet a dildo in exchange for the not-so-princely sum of $50. J.D. apologizing. A shame these two couldn't be friends, since the young woman, believe it or not, is a speech-language pathologist.
Howard.
What is this?
Go to Gary page 2.
Yeah.
In pink. And there's the interview they did with the woman.
Oh, my goodness. J.D.?
Wait a second, Gary. I'm not understanding this story. I know J.D. likes to pay women for computer sex. Right?
He found somebody on Facebook and offered this.
So he was just talking to some girl and said, would you fillet a dildo? Like a regular woman, like not a sex worker?
Steve?
Yes, this is a woman who does videos on the internet about cooking. She's very attractive. J.D. apparently began some sort of online relationship, simply how you doing, like to hang out with you, that kind of stuff.
Oh,
What's going on with this, J.D.?
Now we've got...
J.D., it sounds crazy what you're
Are you like a perv?
Hello?
Yes.
What is new around here?
What happened? Tell me. And how does Howard 100 News find out about this?
Because this girl's new boyfriend decided to tell everyone.
Okay. So what happened?
We were talking. I've sort of been talking with this girl back and forth, like on MySpace, Facebook, or whatever.
For how long?
I can't even talk. This is the worst thing ever.
For how long has this been going on?
Well, by the way, this happened like last summer or last April. So anyway, we talked for a while.
Yeah.
The internet is not for you, I don't think.
No, it's not.
Tell me what
basically, talking to people and girls just doesn't work, whatever.
How do you make the leap to would you suck a dildo for $50?
Not suck, fillet.
Well,
is
same
that?
thing.
Yeah.
That's sucking.
That's Lange for language.
Go ahead.
Oh, you
Would you rather play the report, Gary?
What is this, Gary? I'm having trouble understanding JD and what he's saying.
I don't know what he's about 3.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's saying either. What are you saying, JD? Yeah, you could play the report.
Well, why did you just walk in? I was in the middle of finding out what JD was saying.
Well, because I was going to tell you something about JD.
Well, then tell me.
Okay. So the guys are telling me that they think JD has gone to a very, very odd place.
Okay.
And they said that the odd place that JD has gone to is he no longer will talk to a woman in any way unless he can fuck her. But okay. I don't mean like he doesn't even want to have conversation. They were saying that there's a girl here. She's on, I think she's on Superfan Roundtable.
Okay.
They're friendly. She likes him. They sort of.
I was fucking joking around with. Oh my god. They
started conversing, and she's like, "Hey, you want to hang out?" He's like, "Are we gonna fuck?" And she said, "No." And he's like, "Then I'm not interested."
No.
Like it's gotten to that point.
No.
Can I just tell you something, JD? Most women, when you say, "Are we gonna fuck?"
I know. That's why I put.
In other words, it's not like the strip club where you go, "Hey, are we gonna fuck?" It's either a yes or a no. It's like some women need to get to know you a little bit and kind of hang with you, and then they feel romantic with you. You know, it's not always right away. I mean, I know you're a stud.
Are you sure if they hang with him, they're going to feel romantic?
Yeah, you gotta put in some time talking.
I know.
You're going to a very dark place.
Look, you're talking to him in a very fatherly manner.
Robin.
I think you should be talking to him like a probation officer.
No, let me talk to JD the way
he sounds ridiculously close to committing crimes.
Like,
Robin, what the hell?
Can I tell you something? Because I heard you were at Rick's the other night, and you got really pissed off at some stripper who wouldn't give you her number. Does that sound accurate to you?
No, I've had her number. It's a whole...
What I'm saying.
What is going on?
It's like an intervention, JD. That's what's going on.
No, it's not an intervention. People are putting shit out of context.
But that's what happens when people...
Okay,
go
ahead.
At an intervention, the person who's being talked to never sees the problem.
Okay.
Let me understand what's going on here. So you were on Facebook a year ago with this chick, and what happened?
Well, we conversed back and forth a little bit, and we decided to chat on the camera for one time.
Okay.
And, you know, nothing really happened, but we were talking, and it got to, like, the history of me, of how I use webcams or whatever, because she's a fan of the show.
Right.
And I've told her, you know, I've paid girls to fillet dildos. And I was sort of trying to be whatever. I told her I would pay her.
But did she give you any indication she was interested in
No,
that?
but I didn't push it or anything. I didn't expect it.
But would you
In
want...
other words, you were kidding around with her. You said to her, let me understand. Can I speak for a second? It sounds to me, the girl's a fan of the show. She knows that you are into this kind of thing. And as you're talking and stuff, you go, hey, I'd pay you to do that. Is that correct?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly, but yes.
All right. So now I understand it in some context, but what I'm saying to you is because you are on a show that's high profile and stuff, all this shit's always going to come out. Chicks are always going to report this stuff.
Look,
Well, what probably happened to her is then she got a boyfriend. She was like, oh, I had a conversation with JD once
That's
on
exactly
the
what
Howard Stern
happened.
show. Showed it to the boyfriend, and he goes, oh.
the boyfriend decided to pimp her out for the news. So, what am I going to do?
No, he's probably pissed at you for trying to pick up his girlfriend.
Fuck him. What am I supposed to do? She was single at the time.
I'm just saying. Of course he's going to report you.
Whatever. Anyways, and she...
Do you hear these stories about Brett Favre?
Yes, yes.
And the other, the Sanchez guy. You got to realize you're the same guy.
Well,
you're a high profile guy to some of these people you're talking to.
I know. And by the way, this chick flirted back after this whole thing. She flirted
Now, what is this report I have in front of me?
That's her talking and explaining.
Oh, okay. I'd like to hear that.
Yeah, so do I.
Okay.
So Steve got a hold of her?
Yeah, and they decided to wait until Friday, have it play all over the news all weekend. It's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Asked me if I would suck on a dildo for $50. He would pay me $50 if I did that.
That mind-blowing request to a 29-year-old Stern fan named Tara, coming from none other than J.D. 𝗻𝗵𝗻. She says in a Facebook chat message late last summer.
At first I thought he was kidding, but then I kind of felt like it was creepy, and I immediately told him I feel insulted that you would say that to me.
But she kept talking.
He very quickly apologized for it.
And it would have likely ended there, but the whole sordid episode blew up in JD's face, so to speak, when Tara says she heard former Miss Howard TV Janessa Brazil reveal JD had made the same request of her too, and she apparently complied.
So that's when I realized back in the summer he wasn't joking when he asked that.
Hey, so what is this thing with girls sucking on dildos?
Yeah, why do you
like
want
that,
them
huh?
to suck on a piece of plastic?
Yeah,
Well,
that gets you off, huh?
It's...
What do? You pretend that's your penis?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Does it have to look like your penis?
That looks like my penis.
Can you finish the report, please?
Dude, you're wild. You want to know something? You're a horny guy.
You know what?
Dude, I'm 31 and I'm single. What do you
Yeah, but
want
can I
from
say
me?
something? I never want to see a woman suck on a piece of plastic and pretend it's my dick. That's pretty out there.
He could actually meet women. He doesn't have to be on the internet.
He digs it, though.
Well, I'm not very social. I'm very socially awkward. I don't like to go out in public.
You're my little monster.
You had that girl who was wanting to be with you.
Yeah, but he didn't dig her. The stripper chick.
Okay.
You know what? You're like the poor man's Charlie Sheen. I mean, you're doing his same move, except you only have $50. He's got like
Right. Your
5,000.
party is done at 50.
Where's my watch?
You want me to suck on a piece of plastic?
No.
Do you particularly feel like a perv? Or do you feel okay?
No, I don't feel very okay right now.
He's disgusted with himself.
But you got to think about these things coming out in the light of day.
Want me to Skype you tonight and just suck on a piece of plastic?
You're a pretty girl.
I could put on a wig.
All right. You're too busy with Will and Jason anyway.
You know what? I was almost going to take you.
I'm glad you're not.
What's the matter? You don't want to...
I'll go if Robin sucks on a piece of plastic.
I love JD. You know
Obviously.
I'm feeling like we had a child And things are going terribly wrong.
You want to know something, though?
But you know what? This is not the first. Whatever. I don't know.
What are you trying to reveal?
No, this isn't the first. Like the Janessa result. This webcam stuff came up before.
Hey, by the way,
It disturbed me every time.
Well,
darling.
you know what? I don't want it to keep coming up, but fucking the news has nothing else to do. And they want to fuck with me and embarrass me.
your news, man.
Whatever.
What you're up to is newsworthy.
Oh my goodness.
That's an interesting story.
Yeah, finally.
Much better than Captain
They
Jenks.
kept digging till they found something good.
Yeah.
That's why they saved it.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't sound that. I mean, the whole fetish is weird, but I sort of get how you got to it
No,
with this girl.
Howard. You know what I'm worried about with our son?
What?
That he's forgetting how to talk to regular women. Like he thinks you talk to every woman.
Yeah. He never knew how to talk to anybody, women or men.
That's true.
Remember, you know, JD's always been pervy, though. Remember when he asked the girl to eat?
All right.
Yeah.
He wanted the dog to eat peanut butter off her
I
pussy?
tried
Thanks.
to forget that one.
So do I.
Will you let the dog eat peanut butter off your pussy? Okay.
How did we raise him?
Now pour some jelly in your asshole.
Yeah, you and Sal are into the weird shit. You guys are freaks. JD, you're into some freaky shit, man.
Thank you. I'm so
You're
glad
definitely-
everyone knows now.
You should definitely party with Charlie Sheen.
Let me ask you something. I really want to know.
Yeah.
Do you really?
Is this in the realm of normal?
No.
Okay.
I'm telling you, like, I'm a pervy guy in the sense that I'm horny. I'm not pervy, I'm horny, I guess. And I love, you know, porn and all that, and I love girls and all that. But I never want to see girls, like, stick Jell-O in their asshole. Like, I don't want to see any
But
weird
you
stuff.
also know 1 minute I'm talking, you know, like this is appropriate here.
Right.
But it's not appropriate here.
Yeah, but I also like talking to girls. He's so...
That's what I'm
Weird.
saying. That all a girl is to him is somebody who might suck on a piece of plastic.
Right. You don't like
Or
talking...
suck my- what?
You don't like talking to girls, right?
I'm not particular on talking to anyone right now, especially right now.
Yeah.
I'm worried about him.
I'm fine.
You're becoming more and more of a recluse.
Well, that's true.
You know, you need to get out there. Is
See what
there
happens
any
when I
chance-
talk to people?
Any chance you could, like, meet a girl and just, like, have a relationship with her and, like, kind of hang with her? Or do you think you're so sort of antisocial and damaged that you don't even really ever see yourself hanging out with a
One
girl?
day, I mean, I don't see it happening tomorrow.
But how is that going to happen, JD? I mean, where are your thoughts going?
How old are you now?
31.
Yeah. I don't think you're going to be like Ralph. Like, he sits alone in his apartment. He
Is
likes
he a
it.
perv?
I don't know. But he's antisocial.
I don't know. Why does the news cover that?
Can you cover Ralph, please?
Yes, please. Cover someone else but me, for Christ's sake.
JD, is there any chance you could stand still?
Yeah.
No.
He's rocking back and forth. I'm very worried about him.
In other words, you're never going to be like with a chick one-on-one and like have a whole long-term relationship.
I don't
and,
know.
Like talk to her and stuff.
Not at this moment, no. Not right
No,
now.
Right.
No, but what he's asking is, do you see yourself wanting to be friendly and connected and not just have women as sexual objects?
No.
I don't know.
Yes, Marianne.
Howard, welcome back. JD, you're acting like one of these stupid senators or Brett Favre. You know it's going to get out there, and you are kinky. I mean, they'd expect Howard to do shit like that, and you're doing this stupid shit, and this job went to your head, and I try to like you, but you're a weirdo. You're absolutely out of control.
Hey, would you do me a favor, Marianne?
Yes.
Would you go on Skype and suck on a dildo for him?
I'll pay you $75.
Because he needs someone that'll do this on a regular basis that's safe and won't report on him.
But it's getting stupid, Howard. He's acting like he's doing this all the time, and you know what, Howard? Even
You
if
won't do it for him?
No. If I even say hello to him, he won't even speak to me like I'm a nut job.
I don't know you, and you are a weirdo.
Like, I won't Facebook Marion or tweet it with her.
Yeah, because I don't know you.
You want to let girls suck on plastic dicks? There's something wrong with you.
Okay.
That's why your mother went to Hawaii.
She got
You go
out.
fuck yourself, too.
Wow, JD.
Fuck her. She wants to talk shit. I'll talk shit right back.
She's trying to help.
No. Oh, okay. That's why she wants to
By the
insult
way,
my
JD
mom.
made a special appearance on Celebrity Superfan Roundtable.
Did he?
Yeah, it was really good. It was kind of fun. By the way, thank you to all the celebrities who participated
I was
in
so
that.
upset that I tried to hear it, and I had XM in the stupid rental car. Not serious.
Well, anyway, I did hear it. And first of all, Natalie Maines, I'd love for her to do an hour or 2 hours on a Sunday night every once in a while, just do a show on her own. She's great. Jeff Probst's fantastic. I think Jeff should get the Regis job if that's what he wants.
That's what you're doing now, lobbying
Yeah.
for him to be Regis?
He's terrific on the air. He's really, really good. He knows how to keep things moving. He's right. Am I right, Steve? Yeah, big time. There was a bunch of new people on there that I had never heard from before. That guy Fred from Saturday Night Live was good. You had Rosie O'Donnell called in, was terrific.
Really?
Yeah, she was great. Also, the guy from, is that Old Spice?
The Old Spice commercial.
Isaiah Mustafa.
Isaiah was great. He was very open, talking about banging chicks. And,
Really?
yeah. And
Matthew Berry.
Matthew Berry. He's from what?
ESPN. He's
ESPN.
a fantasy sports guy.
Dan Patrick. Who else was there, JD?
The lead singer of something. I forget his name. Rob Thomas.
Yeah, he was. Rob Thomas was terrific. I mean, it was a great panel.
Rob wouldn't suck a dildo for you, so you're a lead singer or something.
What are you doing? I'm so thank God the news is still here. Thank God.
And JD came in, made a special
What
appearance.
did JD do?
He was just like, he's like Frankenstein. He was so angry. He was like,
What was he angry? What
I
was he
wasn't
saying?
angry then.
Somebody was giving you some shit, weren't they?
I just heard, like, I think Dan Patrick said something about me, but I
think the
didn't hear it.
discussion at that point was, if you had to get rid of someone on the show, who would you get rid of? And I
That
think
favorite question.
Dan was kind of like, I'm not really that big a fan of JD. And then JD came in and go, so it sounded like, Dan's got an announcer's voice. He's like, blah, 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 blah. And then you hear, and
like,
it's like, this is what it sounded like. Yeah.
The visual was so funny because every time JD would talk, you're right, Dan is like so articulate and he enunciates, and then every time JD would talk, he would just laugh right in his face.
Dan was fascinated that JD couldn't get out one sentence. He really couldn't believe it. But anyway, JD, all right.
Do you need to have a private discussion with JD?
No.
He's not ready for that yet?
No. He's
You're
all right.
willing to let this go further?
Yeah, I'm a very permissive guy.
I don't want it to go any more farther.
You're continuing your activity. You just don't want to be reported on.
Well, that.
Thank God for them. Maybe that's keeping you in line.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you do last week? Did you connect with Janessa and have her beat off for you?
No.
Or beat you off?
I don't think I haven't talked to her since then.
You know
like
what it
texting.
is?
Are you upset with her?
No, I'm not upset with her. I'm more upset at the person that told Will about the situation.
But why can't you continue your relationship with her?
It costs money.
Is that it?
Yeah, what do you pay her again for one session? It's like $150.
No, I'm not rich.
It's $100, right?
No.
Well, the thing is, she charges you by the minute, right?
How
Something
fast
like that.
are you? You
It's
little
$5 a
jackrabbit.
minute, Howard.
$5 a minute.
And I think he's good for 10 or 20 minutes. So if he does 20 minutes, it's $100.
It's never 20 minutes.
So
Why?
15?
It's longer or shorter?
It's shorter than 20 minutes.
That chick's so hot. You should be able to come in 3 minutes.
No, I know. Trust me, I know.
But is he escalating? You know, like this is the thing I worry about. I watch all those serial killer programs.
Oh my! What are you doing, Robin?
Is he escalating because now he just wants regular girls to do this stuff?
No, he's all right.
You sure?
I don't know.
I think you're washing your hands of this again.
I am.
And
I don't want to know about
we
it.
got a problem.
I don't want anyone to know about it.
Do you think you have a problem?
I don't know about in a problem in this. Shut up. I think I have a lot of problems.
Do you think you have a problem with sex?
Yeah, for sure.
What is the problem exactly?
I don't know. I'm not.
What is the problem?
I'm not. I'm just inexperienced.
All right.
I don't know.
All right. In other words, inexperienced in terms of having a relationship, or inexperienced in terms of actually doing it?
Both.
Yeah.
So you think you're gonna get there with these?
No, but it's more. That's more just like.
You want to just get off.
Yeah.
You need to get a load out.
But I'm worried that this has become an easy out, and so he's not developing the skills that would get him where he wants to go. And so he's headed toward, I'm going to do whatever is easiest instead of I'm going to do what I need to do well.
I got the whole thing figured out.
Yeah.
Yeah. In a nutshell, it's this. And then we got to move on because we have so much to get to. All right. Here it is. JD, for whatever reason, and I have my suspicions.
What is that?
Has had a life where he has very little social skills. And he doesn't sit at home and fantasize about a relationship with a woman that includes sharing his life, sharing an apartment, doing all those kind of fun things that you do when you're in a relationship, and laying in bed and talking. And he's
actually caring.
Well, yeah. He's very guarded against being hurt, and he's very, very freaked out about relationships with people, going back to his relationships with his family. Now, he's in a situation where he is more comfortable being on his own and living this solitary or sedentary and solitary life. And so when he feels urges of loneliness and wants to relate to people, it's safer to do it over the internet and have these hookers or sex workers.
But it's not just. That's what I'm saying. Like when he's asking a regular girl.
He doesn't know how to do that. He just wants sex. He doesn't fantasize about a relationship.
Look, he may. That's what I'm saying. Like, I agree with the guys out there who's saying that now every girl is a girl he'd say, want to suck my dick?
Well, he'd like to say
as normal conversation.
No, I'm not.
No, he's not that bad.
No?
Right. No. Go ahead. Get out of here. Nobody cares.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm looking at him. All I see is the taxi driver.
Thanks, News. Thanks, Brad Driver.
JD.
What?
Calm down with all that shit.
I am.
All right. And you know what? Beat off like I do. You go on that free porn. You shouldn't be spending. Come here. Robin, stay out of this for 1 minute. I'm going to talk to a man to man.
Right.
Here's your orders, all right?
Yes.
All right. Now, I don't want you to be embarrassed in front of Robin.
I'm not here.
Yeah, too late for that.
All right.
She's already looking at me like
Just
a serial
pretend it's
killer.
only Fred and Benji here.
I'm not saying I'm an angel. I like babysitter porn. There's something wrong with
God,
me.
help
All right?
me.
I like when the babysitter's in trouble.
What
and
am
then
I doing here at all?
fucks the husband. Go, from now on, just go on like a regular guy. Beat off to porn. Regular porn.
You don't have to talk to somebody live?
Yeah, you don't need to start into that whole weird, let me talk to these chicks on the cam. First of all, you're paying for that. That's humiliating. You shouldn't have to pay for sex. Okay? Look at me. You want to meet some girls and you can go to a strip club, I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? But for the most part, you should be beating off to regular porn. That's my advice to you, okay?
Okay.
All right, try with that.
All right.
Stop with these girls and paying them. It's humiliating. Why? You don't make that much money.
I know. Listen, I've cut. I'm not.
He's limiting himself. He's got a budget.
Do you beat off to regular porn like I did?
Yeah, I did last night.
You did? What'd you watch?
I forget. Some chick with a big ass.
Chick with big ass, you like that? It was free, right?
Who sucks on plastic?
Was it free?
Yeah. It was
Good.
free.
All right, then you're doing the right thing.
That's okay, Dad.
That's okay. Look, you're looking for miracles. I just wanted to beat off to regular porn. Stop paying people.
Oh, man.
Your goals are so low.
I think it's too late.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for asking.
I helped him out.
Dear.
I know you're a newscaster and you have to be objective, but what's your take on this JD situation? You were sitting in the background for most of that segment. But I could tell your wheels were spinning, and
Look, in many ways it's a sad story, but it's a story. We don't sit there when news comes in and we begin to look into it. We don't sit there and go, there's a fire down the street. Should we report on that fire? Maybe we should just leave it alone. Maybe people don't want to hear about the fire. That's not what we do in news in general. You report on the news, and sadly, that's a news story.
do you think JD was swindled? Do you think that this source was looking for fame over true concern about JD's, the boyfriend? Do you think he might have looked for an angle to get some recognition, or do you think this piece had validity?
Well, the story is accurate, first of all. JD admits it's accurate. Secondly, there was really a long, complicated chain of events in terms of how we found out about the story. It's not like the woman, when it happened last year, called Howard 100 News immediately and said, look, you got to do this story. She didn't do anything about the story when it happened until she heard a similar event a couple of weeks ago on the Stern Show with JD, and she mentioned something to her boyfriend at that point. She said, hey, can you believe this? Last year, same sort of idea came up from JD to me on Facebook. So I don't think anybody was running around trying to get JD on this.
Now, from your standpoint, do you think JD has a real problem? Does he need an intervention?
That's sort of beyond my pay grade, really. I just report the news. I don't know a lot about JD, but the people have told me that in the internet age, people tend to get carried away on the internet more than they would have in the past. So it appears that you can get caught with that kind of stuff online. If you don't want to get caught, you probably shouldn't get involved.
Yes. JD.
Yes.
Did Howard's advice hit home with you? Did his analysis of, why you turn to and view women this way, was it accurate?
Yeah. Yes.
So what does that do to your psyche now? Like, what do you?
I don't know.
What are you going to think about?
Well, it makes me want to be left alone right now. That's for sure.
Now you're obviously pissed at this girl or her boyfriend for.
I'm just not,
You view it as like a 15 minutes of fame type of situation?
There's a part of that, like why else would they have to do it? But whatever. What are you gonna do?
But now what? Is this going to change your approach now that Howard sort of sat you down?
I'm not going to be talking to hardly anyone right now. Especially the new camera in the news.
But will this result in a complete revamping of your mentality and your approach to relationships and things Howard was getting at, that searching for a deeper connection?
I don't know. I'm trying.
So, Robin.
Yes.
Well, Howard sort of tried to pass the buck on this whole JD issue.
Well, I don't know if there's a buck to be passed, but I think he was sort of treating it lightly.
And you seemed overly concerned. Like you mentioned you wanted to have sort of a one-on-one with him.
No, I'm afraid of him now. It's as if I'm like, Howard, maybe you want to have a one-on-one with JD. I think the whole time he'll be imagining me sucking his cock. I don't think he'll be listening.
But there's genuine concern about his future, about his state of mind, about the way he views women and...
Yes, I'm very concerned. But, people can come out of this. I remember having the same feeling about Richard Christie, and I just got his wedding invitation in the mail. So I suppose maybe this is a phase, maybe that JD is going through. I hope that's the case, and I hope it doesn't go any further than it has.
So do you think he needs a girlfriend? He needs someone...
No, he doesn't need a girlfriend. He needs a life. He needs to get out of his apartment. He needs to start interacting with people, having friends, any kind of social relationship would help JD, I think, at this point. So that's what I'm saying, that he needs to start inviting people into his world, broadening his scope. I think anytime he needs interaction, he just goes to the internet. And he doesn't have real friends. He doesn't have, real relationships. And these girls that he talks to, they just want money. And it's a whole, like you can get a very skewed, very, very sad view of life and other people depending on what you see all the time.
But now he's lived over 30 years under the same sort of mentality. I
don't know if it's been going on for 30 years.
Well,
he did have a college education. He did do something before he came to the Howard Stern show. Maybe for the last 10 years, he's been going down this road.
So how does one break the cycle? How do you get rid of these feelings and change it up? Like, JD seems so stubborn, and how can we do this? How can we help this guy?
Maybe you should talk to Richard Christie. Because I do believe that Richard Christie made the same journey. He wasn't interested in talking to women. He had this, exaggerated idea of what every woman should look like and be willing to do based on his love of pornography. And he was totally addicted to it. He used to set up his own dates with films, for God's sake, on the weekend. And now look at him. He's just a great guy who's gonna have a wife and kids. At least I hope. I hope he's not covering up.
Well, he's out of the storage locker and he's not having masturbation dates with himself.
Right,
with
he's into his
wine.
music, he has friends, he socializes, he has other interests. I think he's really changed his life.
So there is hope for this young Jamie. Also known as JD.
If he starts to do different things, I think he's at the point where he could go either way. He could become Jeff the Vomit guy, or he could become Richard Christie. I hope he's becoming Richard Christie.
Me too. That's a terrible crossroads to go the other way.
I like the Janessa result. This webcam stuff came out before.
Hey, by the way,
It disturbed me every time.
Well, you know what? I don't want it to keep coming out, but fucking the news has nothing else to do. And they want to fuck with me and embarrass me.
your news, man.
Whatever.
What you're up to is newsworthy.
Oh my goodness.
That's an interesting story.
Yeah, finally.
Much better than Captain
They
Jenks.
kept digging till they found something good.
Yeah.
That's why they saved it.
Yeah, well, it doesn't sound that... I mean, the whole fetish is weird, but I sort of get how you got to it with
No,
this girl.
Howard, you know what I'm worried about with our son?
What?
That he's forgetting how to talk to regular women like he thinks you talk to every woman.
Yeah.
I'm
He never knew how to talk to anybody, women or men.
That's true.
Dude, remember, JD's always been pervy, though. Remember when he asked the girl to eat?
All right.
Yeah.
He wanted a dog to eat peanut butter off her pussy?
I tried to forget that one.
So do I.
Will you let the dog eat peanut butter off your pussy? Okay.
How did we raise him?
Now pour some jelly in your asshole.
Yeah, you and Sal are into the weird shit. You guys are freaks. JD, you're into some freaky shit, man.
Thank you. I'm so glad everyone knows now.
You should definitely party with Charlie Sheen.
Let me ask you something. I really want to know.
Yeah.
Do you really?
Is this in the realm of normal?
No.
Okay.
I'm telling you, like, I'm a pervy guy in the sense that I'm horny. I'm not pervy, I'm horny, I guess. And I love, porn and all that, and I love girls and all that. But I never want to see girls, like, stick Jell-O in their asshole. Like, I don't want to see any weird stuff.
But you also know, 1 minute I'm talking, like, this is appropriate here.
Right.
But it's not appropriate here.
Yeah, but I also like talking to girls. He's so...
That's what I'm
weird.
saying. That all a girl is to him is somebody who might suck on a piece of plastic.
Right. You don't like talking.
What?
You don't like talking to girls, right?
I'm not particular on talking to anyone right now, especially right now.
I don't know what he's... How about 3?
Yeah.
I don't know what he's saying either. What are you saying, JD? Yeah, you could play the report.
Well, why did you just walk in? I was in the middle of finding out what JD was
Well,
saying.
because I was going to tell you something about JD.
Well, then tell me.
Okay, so the guys are telling me that they think JD has gone to a very, very odd place.
Okay.
And they said that the odd place that JD has gone to is he no longer will talk to a woman in any way unless he can fuck her. But I don't mean like he doesn't even want to have conversation. They were saying that there's a girl here. She's on, I think she's on Superfan Roundtable.
Okay.
They're friendly. She likes him. They started.
I was fucking joking around with. Oh my god.
They started conversing, and she's like, "Hey, you want to hang out?" He's like, "Are we gonna fuck?" And she said, "No." And he's like, "Then I'm not interested."
No.
Like it's gotten to that point.
No.
Can I just tell you something, JD? Most women, when you say, "Are we gonna fuck?"
I know. That's why I put.
In other words, it's not like the strip club where you go, "Hey, are we gonna fuck?" It's either a yes or a no. It's like some women need to get to know you a little bit and kind of hang with you, and then they feel romantic with you. It's not always right away. I mean, I know you're a stud.
Are you sure if they hang with him, they're going to feel romantic?
Yeah, you gotta put in some time talking.
I know.
You're going to a very dark place.
Look, you're talking to him in a very fatherly manner.
Robin.
I think you should be talking to him like a probation officer.
No, let me talk to JD the way
He sounds ridiculously close to committing crimes.
Robin, what the hell?
Can I tell you something? Because I heard you were at Rick's the other night, and you got really pissed off at some stripper who wouldn't give you her number. Does that sound accurate to you?
No, I've had her number. It's a whole...
What I'm saying.
What is going on?
It's like an intervention, JD. That's what's going on.
No, it's not an intervention. If people are putting shit out of context.
But that's what happens when people...
Okay,
go
ahead.
At an intervention, the person who's being talked to never sees the problem.
Okay.
Let me understand what's going on here. So you were on Facebook a year ago with this chick, and what happened?
Well, we conversed back and forth a little bit, and we decided to chat on the camera for one time.
Okay.
And, nothing really happened, but we were talking, and it got to, like, the history of me, of how I use webcams or whatever, because she's a fan of the show.
Right.
And I've told her, I've paid...
Steve Langford's here with the headlines from the Howard 100 newsroom, and then we'll get to everything we missed for the last week. And there's a lot of stuff.
Caught red-handed. 𝗦𝗫𝗄𝗿𝗍 asking an attractive young woman via Facebook chat message to fillet a dildo in exchange for the not-so-princely sum of $50. JD apologizing. A shame these two couldn't be friends, since the young woman, believe it or not, is a speech-language pathologist.
Howard.
What is this?
Go to Gary page 2.
Yeah.
In pink. And there's the interview they did with the woman.
Oh, my goodness. JD?
Wait a second, Gary. I'm not understanding this story. I know JD likes to pay women for computer sex. Right?
He found somebody on Facebook and offered this.
So he was just talking to some girl and said, would you fillet a dildo? Like a regular woman, like not a sex worker?
Steve?
Yes, this is a woman who does videos on the internet about cooking. She's very attractive. JD apparently began some sort of online relationship, simply how you doing, like to hang out with you, that kind of stuff.
Oh,
What's going on with this, JD?
Now we've got...
JD, it sounds crazy what you're
Are you like a perv?
Hello?
Yes.
What is new around here?
What happened? Tell me. And how does Howard 100 News find out about this?
Because this girl's new boyfriend decided to tell everyone.
Okay. So what happened?
We were talking. I've sort of been talking with this girl back and forth, like on MySpace, Facebook, or whatever.
For how long?
I can't even talk. This is the worst thing ever.
How long has this been going on?
Well, by the way, this happened like last summer or last April. So anyway, we talked for a while.
Yeah.
The internet is not for you, I don't think.
No, it's not. And
Tell me what
basically talking to people and girls just doesn't work, whatever.
How do you make the leap to would you suck a dildo for $50?
Not suck, fillet.
Well,
is
same
that?
thing. That's sucking.
That's Lange for language.
Go ahead.
Oh, you
Would you rather play the report, Gary?
What is this, Gary? I'm having trouble understanding JD and what he's saying.
He very quickly apologized for it.
And it would have likely ended there, but the whole sordid episode blew up in JD's face, so to speak, when Tara says she heard former Miss Howard TV Janessa Brazil reveal JD had made the same request of her, too, and she apparently complied.
So that's when I realized back in the summer he wasn't joking when he asked that.
Hey, so what is this thing with girls sucking on dildos?
Yeah, why do you
like
want
that,
them to suck on a piece of plastic?
Yeah,
Well,
that gets you off, huh? What do you do? You pretend that's your penis?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Does it have to look like your penis?
That looks like my penis.
Can you finish the report, please?
Dude, you're wild. You want to know something? You're a horny guy.
You know what?
Dude, I'm 31 and I'm single. What do you want
but can I
from
say
me?
something? I never want to see a woman suck on a piece of plastic and pretend it's my dick. That's pretty out there.
He could actually meet women. He doesn't have to be on the internet.
He digs it, though.
Well, I'm not very social. I'm very socially awkward. I don't like to go out in public.
You're my little monster.
You had that girl who was wanting to be with you.
Yeah, but he didn't dig her. The stripper chick.
Okay.
You know what? You're like the poor man's Charlie Sheen. I mean, you're doing his same move, except you only have $50. He's got like
Right,
5,000.
your party is done at 50.
Where's my watch?
You want me to suck on a piece of plastic?
No.
Do you particularly feel like a perv? Or do you feel okay?
No, I don't feel very okay right now.
He's disgusted with himself.
You got to think about these things coming out in the light of day.
Want me to Skype you tonight and just suck on a piece of plastic?
You're a pretty girl.
I could put on a wig.
All right. You're too busy with Will and Jason anyway.
You know what? I was almost going to take you.
I'm glad you're not.
What's the matter? You don't want to...
I'll go if Robin sucks on a piece of plastic.
You know, I love JD. You know
Obviously.
I'm feeling like we had a child.
Mm-hmm.
And things are going terribly wrong.
You want to know something, though?
But you know what? This is not the first... whatever. I don't know.
What are you trying to reveal?
No, this isn't the first girls to fillet dildos. And I was sort of trying to be whatever. I told her I would pay her.
But did she give you any indication she was interested in
No,
that?
but I didn't. I didn't push it or any. I didn't expect it.
But would you
In
want...
other words, you were kidding around with her. You said to her...
Let
me understand. Can I speak for a second?
Go ahead.
It sounds to me, the girl's a fan of the show. She knows that you are into this kind of thing. And as you're talking and stuff, you go, hey, I'd pay you to do that. Is that correct?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly, but yes.
All right. So now I understand it in some context, but what I'm saying to you is, because you are on a show that's high profile and stuff, all this shit's always going to come out. Chicks are always going to report this stuff.
Well, what probably happened to her is then she got a boyfriend. She was like, oh, I had a conversation with JD once
That's
on
exactly
the
what
Howard Stern
happened.
show. Showed it to the boyfriend, and he goes, oh.
The boyfriend decided to pimp her out for the news. So, what am I going to do?
No, he's probably pissed at you for trying to pick up his girlfriend.
Fuck him. What am I supposed to do? She was single at the time.
I'm just saying. Of course he's going to report you.
Whatever. Anyways, and she.
Do you hear these stories about Brett Favre?
Yes, yes.
And the other, the Sanchez guy. You got to realize you're the same guy. You're a high profile guy to some of these people you're talking to.
I know. And by the way, this chick like flirted back after this whole thing. Like she flirted like.
What is this report I have in front of me?
That's her talking and explaining.
Oh. Okay, I'd like to hear that.
Yeah, so do I.
Okay.
So Steve got a hold of her?
Yeah, and they decided to wait until Friday, have it play all over the news all weekend. It's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Asked me if I would suck on a dildo for $50. He would pay me $50 if I did that.
That mind-blowing request to a 29-year-old Stern fan named Tara, coming from none other than J.D. 𝗻𝗵𝗻. She says in a Facebook chat message late last summer.
At first, I thought he was like kidding, but then I kind of felt like it was creepy, and I immediately told him, like, you know, I feel insulted that you would say that to me.
You know, it's really interesting. Like, I don't know Dr. Drew, but I've talked to him more than I talk to most guests off the air for whatever reason. And I know what you're saying. It's a weird thing doing that show. He does really seem like a nice guy. And I've never gotten any impression from him that he's like, I'm just making, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you don't feel he's exploited.
But whenever I talk to him, he always talks about people in what seems to be
Trying to help.
a caring way.
Yeah.
You know, Dr. Drew, your boyfriend is here, Robin. And
Well, I can't wait to see him.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's a good thing he's here today. I want to talk to him about Michael Jackson because I have a point of view on this. There he is, Dr. Drew 𝗵𝗻𝗄. Look at this guy. Wearing the jeans, casual look. Very nice. You look good.
Ready for my beating from Robin?
Well, we'll get to that in a
I'm
minute.
not going to beat you. Stop it.
I'm looking at the front page of the paper. Actually, I didn't get a chance to talk about this today. Michael Jackson. He was a mess, addicted to medication. Tour bosses drove him to early grave. I was wondering what you thought of this lawsuit that the Jackson family is having against. I think the company's called AEG.
AEG, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of that? Are they really responsible? He's the addict.
Yeah, but you know, the people like Michael Jackson are surrounded by people that allow them to progress in their illness to the point they die.
Right.
And it's an interesting question. To what extent are they responsible for that? Right?
Because I have a great feeling about personal responsibility.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Michael Jackson is a grown man.
Yeah.
And he decided he needed money because he had squandered a lot of money, and he had to go back on tour. He decided on AEG's offer. They put up a lot of cash for him to go out there. Yes, they demanded he go work for it.
Yes.
It's like, I was sick, and I had to go work on America's Got Talent.
What's that show called?
Yeah, I didn't go to NBC and say, I'm sick, I can't do I showed up. They didn't have to go prescribe a doctor for me.
Right.
I take personal responsibility. I'm not a child.
But you're not you don't have mental illness. You know what I mean? These are really severe mental illness issues. I mean, he died of his mental illness. He died of addiction. And I agree with you. Listen, what I always say is people aren't responsible for their illness. They're responsible for their recovery.
But can't the Jackson family take responsibility? But if they couldn't get Michael Jackson under control, why should AEG be able to?
Listen, I'm not saying they should. It's just an interesting question. You know, it's another piece of his story is 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱. I'm sure you've spoken to him over the years. He saw the addiction, went to Michael. They were in Arizona, I think he said, as some sort of detox, nonsense. No, I mean, like cleansing nonsense, rather than. Sorry, Robin, about that.
Well, it's not nonsense. You're going to quote 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱 now.
No, but if the guy is seriously addicted to drugs, cleansing might be nice, but he does need psychological counseling.
Colonics aren't going to do much for him. I'm just saying he needs.
Well, colonics don't help mental illness either, right?
Right. That's right. And 𝗫𝗿𝗱, who's 𝗫𝗿𝗱 is the real deal. He's a physician. He's worked practice for years. I used to read his research when I was a resident, strangely enough. But anyway, so he goes up to him and goes, this is an addiction problem. We got to do something about this. Michael, I'm really concerned about you. That was it. Last time I ever spoke to Michael Jackson.
Oh, that was the end. Because when I met with Michael Jackson about a business thing, I brought up 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱 because Michael was not even communicating with me in the meeting. He was just out of it. Yeah. And I go, I know 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱. And he goes, Deepak is. And that was it. That was the whole conversation.
Oh my God, how weird.
Yeah. So I never knew what the rift was there. So in other words, 𝗫𝗿𝗱 tried to say something to the guy.
Tried to be responsible. He realized what was going on. I'm a physician. I'm going to help you. And that's it. You're out of the inner circle.
And your point is that here's a guy who gently said, maybe you need some help. So how could AEG, is my point, if I'm a lawyer representing that company, I'm like, look, we wanted Michael Jackson to go out and do concerts. Did we ask him? We gave him money, and yeah, we want him out there. We want him doing it. It's up to Michael Jackson to handle his own addiction.
And what you're going to see, I think, in this case is a lot of stuff going to come up. You're going to see the real story now because AEG is going to defend themselves.
Right.
And you're going to see
and I think the real gist is whether they did a good or bad job hiring the doctor. I think that's the crux of the thing. Is it a responsible doctor who was involved?
And listen, I feel sorry for Conrad Murray. I don't think he got sucked into way over his head. I give a lecture.
Do you really feel sorry
listen,
for him?
I gave a lecture.
Because I don't understand that.
Well, here's the deal. I'm not saying it's wrong what they decided to do with him, but I feel sorry for him in that. I just gave a lecture at the USC Medical School on Monday. At the end of my lecture, I put Conrad Murray's face on the screen and my PowerPoint. I said, don't go it alone. You're dealing with a complex mental health problem. Teams, never alone. You never go, we have a special relationship. I have a special ability. I'll take care of that guy. Death. That's disaster.
Because here's what I understand about Conrad Murray. Yeah. That he was being paid $150,000 a month.
It's unconscionable.
It's unbelievable amount of money.
Yeah.
And that he was giving Michael Jackson propofol.
Propofol, yeah.
However it's said. Propofol, which is anesthesia.
Yeah, it's outrageous.
Yeah, and so I would hold the doctor responsible because he should know not to do that. So why would you feel bad for him?
I feel sorry he got sucked into this situation. He resisted all the way along, but kept going with it, assuming he'd be able to take care of it later. I understand how he got his ass on a sling like this. I feel bad.
But as a doctor, would you ever, if a patient said to you, I want propofol?
No, when I heard about that, you could have, telling me that a patient was getting propofol in his bed, when I heard that story, you might as well said a Martian landed out here on 6th Avenue.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
You're right.
It's absolutely crazy. It's insanity.
Right.
And yet he'd been getting it for years.
Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
That he could find doctors who were willing to give it to him.
Unbelievable. Well, you're opening up a bigger thing, because...
That's why I don't feel bad for Conrad Murray.
No, I don't feel bad. I didn't feel bad for what happened to him. I feel bad that he got sucked into this thing.
Should he be in jail? I believe that it's irresponsible what he did.
It's unconscionable.
Yeah, and that I understand, but I think the family can't really go after him too much because he has no money. They're looking at AEG, this company. Yeah. They want him to pay billions of dollars. And I'm certainly, listen, if somebody is responsible for someone's death, I think they should pay. Yeah. But I have a hard time wrapping my head around an adult
Yeah.
man.
Well, oftentimes families are looking to assuage their own guilt in situations like this too.
Robin.
They don't want to take any personal
There you go.
responsibility.
I agree with
Great
that.
insight, Robin.
Yeah. Now let's get back to you, Doctor.
Oh, don't try to butter me up.
Listen, I just was feeling so great with how long I've gotten without being beaten up by you, Robin. I'm feeling pretty good about this.
You're sorry you ever evaluated Robin as a narcissist, a 34. She received the highest score ever in the history of your exam.
Correct. I think there was one. I think there was one higher one.
No. You said I was the highest.
No. My co-author.
I resent that.
What you discovered in your research was that Robin was not only the biggest narcissist on our show, but the biggest narcissist that you found in any celebrity.
Get out of here.
Yeah. She was the worst case of any narcissism you'd ever seen.
I'd believe that.
I don't know about worst case, but she is the winner. The co-author, who's actually the guy that gave you the test and appeared on the show, if you remember this, he's a professor at SC Business School. And he told me that they administered somebody else got a higher score. I forget who it was, but you would no longer hold the honor. I'm sorry, Robin. I won't publish. I won't tell anybody.
Right. But you're sorry you ever even started in with her.
Absolutely.
Because, Robin, and you say that Robin has been a big critic of yours.
Yeah.
She gave it to you pretty good after the death of 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗍. She came out on the air I
couldn't
believe
listen. I couldn't listen to it.
You couldn't. You were upset.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I have had a problem from day one with the show. It is not about the deaths of these people necessarily. It just adds to it. I've had a problem from the very beginning. And you just made my argument when you said a lot of this has to do with mental illness.
Well, and this is the interesting thing. I thought about that when I was thinking about coming up here, and I think Robin thinks I invented the show. And
I didn't say you invented
but listen,
the show.
but
you're participating in the show.
No, I did
and
participate.
You are a doctor.
Yep.
I don't feel that way so much. I'm torn in a way. Sometimes I feel like, addiction and recovery shouldn't be on TV. And then sometimes I think, if it's on TV and people watch it, maybe they'd be less threatened and go and get help.
Yes. And now that, why? But Robin, listen, why can we have shows about, listen, I spend my whole life.
I don't like any of them.
I'm trying to reduce stigma about mental illness. Why? And listen, why do the constant refrain is, why do we treat illnesses below the neck different than those above the neck? Why do brain illnesses different? They shouldn't be. So we have shows about surgery and emergency rooms and everything else. But no, mental illness, we can't do that. We cannot do that. That sustains the stigma. Now, if people don't want to do it, fine. I totally get that. But when people
believe you're reducing the stigma?
Robin, when I was running a treatment center, we would have people come in all the time. Really almost every day. And we didn't advertise where we had our center. But people would come in not knowing it was us. It was the same as a TV show. And they would come in and they go, I watched this TV show and I could no longer, I saw this patient. I thought, that's me. I can't deny this anymore. I've got to come in and get treatment. And they would do that. And that to me is, oh my God, that's why we did this. But
you got slammed after 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗍 committed suicide.
Yeah.
And your defense was, hey, look, I treated her. There's a lot of people I've treated who have never gone back to drugs. I can't guarantee that someone won't go back to drugs. And I haven't treated her for 4 years.
That's exactly right. I haven't seen her in 4 years. I talked to her. Some people asked me to call her when her boyfriend or husband killed himself, and I did. And I talked to her, convinced her to go into a hospital.
Right.
She was severely depressed. I'm not even sure drugs was a part of the thing at that point.
Right.
And she was afraid of stigma. She was afraid people would find out. She went in. People found out. Scared the shit out of her. She left. Killed herself. Yeah.
Wow. So that backs up your point that if it wasn't such a shameful thing to go get help, maybe that she would have stayed in the hospital.
I think you talking about your treatment over the years has been very helpful. I've had therapy for over 10 years. I talk about it all the time.
Right.
I think it's the greatest thing I ever did. I have an anxiety disorder. Robin's making it worse.
Right.
This is you make it a lot worse.
Right.
Now blame me like I'm running your
interesting.
feelings.
You affect my feelings.
I can't run your... My dear, you can't change the world. You have to change yourself.
Well, what do you think of that, Dr. Drew?
I work on that, but I'd also like to make a difference in
And that's Robin's music.
I know that.
So that means she made an excellent point.
It was an excellent point.
That's right. Touche, Robin.
Now he's going to tell me I can't just talk. I've got to worry about his feelings.
Well, here's what we have.
Did he worry about mine with his stupid test?
Listen, I didn't. You're Robin. Again, this is why she's so great.
Yeah. I don't argue with Robin.
I didn't take a beat and think about it because you discussed it here on the air, and by the way, it was my partner. I'll take responsibility. My name's on the thing.
Right.
I wish I'd taken a beat and gone, I wonder if I should give her a call and make sure this is okay
You're
with her.
sorry you put that in a book.
Deeply.
It wasn't worth the aggravation.
How many years ago? And here we are talking about this.
Well, listen, the woman is hurt. I understand. She doesn't want to be the biggest
Well, now
narcissist in the
he's
world.
talking about his... But, the point of all recovery is you have to deal with the
Yes.
with the reaction
That's why I love
to
you.
your previous behavior.
Yes,
Well, Dr.
And
Drew,
that's all that's ever happened here.
Robin's not the only critic. This is interesting to me.
Why?
After 𝗵𝗵cie𝗄𝗿𝗍's suicide,
Yeah.
Richard Marx, the composer, the singer,
Yeah.
he compared you to Dr. Kevorkian.
I know. It's
And he put that out on Twitter in writing. But interestingly, after he put it out, he then took it down.
Yeah.
He deleted
Right.
his
He was
comment.
afraid I was going to do something, or you know what I mean?
I don't know. What do you think?
I think
He didn't do that unprompted?
No. I
You
hate
didn't-
Twitter. I hate all that stuff. It feels, you can't imagine how it feels when you go out, when you're out there trying to help people, and you take. I know I'm taking risk with my profession and my sort of how I'm perceived by people. I understand that, but I think it's worth the risk. And then when people don't understand and attack,
Right.
it is painful.
Because
It
I
is
think you have a
painful.
really good heart. And I think you really do care. I think if we were to open
I
up your
think
head...
you don't know him.
I think that Dr. Drew actually cares about helping people.
You don't know that for a fact. You think you...
I feel that way about him.
Thank you.
I do.
I appreciate that. Robin does not, and I don't know what to do about it. It's not
Well,
much
she
I can
feels
do.
that the
I am
show...
willing to say I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
I'll
know
take
you.
that.
The show...
Gives me a chance.
The show... Everyone could debate whether the show, Celebrity Rehab, is bad or good. But... I feel that your intentions are positive. You do want to help people, that you're a guy who privately reaches out to people. You also reach out to the former patients and this and that. And your point was that Richard Marx, when he says that stuff, when you go on Twitter, it fucking kills you because you're a sensitive guy.
It's awful.
And do you have a Twitter account?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah.
Do people
You
attack
didn't get into a Twitter war?
No, I don't. I just sort of suck it up. And what am I going to do? That is the worst part about all this. I'm helpless. Anything I say just keeps it going.
Right.
Because it doesn't change anybody's idea. I can't change Robin. I've been talking to her for years.
So you don't like the controversy?
No.
No. In a way, the controversy will fuel other projects and things.
Oh, I don't think so.
No. You'd rather just be hailed as a good guy.
I don't just do. Yeah. I listen. I'm in media to. Why am I here? Why am I in media? I'm in media to try to make a difference. If I were in media because hey, it's just me.
Right.
What an empty fucking experience.
Right.
As opposed to trying to use media creatively in an interesting way to try to. I mean, I'm so grateful I get to try to use media to make a difference. Oh my God!
So
I didn't start medical school thinking that would happen to me. Not in a million years.
Why not pull down your Twitter account? Why subject yourself to the...
I have 3 million Twitter followers.
3 million?
Yeah.
That's a tremendous amount of followers.
It's crazy.
So to pull it down would be weird.
Be like, yeah, but it might be an empowering thing to do. I think I need a little more year of therapy to do that properly.
And a lot of people attack you on this.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
You have said that the biggest secret about Twitter is that all celebrities maybe not even just celebrities. Everyone is getting violently attacked on this thing.
Not only that, I think that people worry about video games. You know, I have kids. My kids are 20. I have triplets. They're 20.
Right.
And they play video games. Two of them were boys. And I never worried about them, you know, screwing around with cartoons.
Right.
But when they act out on a person through social media and feel entitled to say whatever the F they want.
Right.
Are you kidding? That's violent. And, and no sense of any, like, consequence or... Notice I'm trying to get through to Robin about this right now. This is hurting me. It's
I have never tweeted about you.
No, thank you for that. I appreciate that too. But
you just slam him on the radio.
I say it right here.
I wish I didn't have so much admiration and respect for Robin. Then it wouldn't hurt quite so much.
Right. Is there any? How could you convince Robin to come over to your team and really? I
don't know.
I don't think it's possible.
Maybe not.
Robin, right? Am I right?
Look, again, you know, there are, you know, at times Gary has come in here and says Robin hates Dr. Drew, and that is not the case at all.
I'd almost rather that than
this,
than the misunderstood thinking I'm a bad person. That's the worst.
I don't think you're a bad person. You're putting words in my mouth. I have said I don't know you.
But what do you think? You just think the show is bad.
On the face of it, my feeling about the responsibilities of people in the medical profession.
Yeah. I was just going to have that conversation with you because you were a nurse, right?
Yes.
And were you RN or LVN? What was your
RN?
RN. So
how dare you?
And I don't know.
She was a major in the Air Force.
No, and she's right. That's a huge difference. I mean, RN really shoulders the responsibilities. They absolutely do. And so this is something she feels deeply, and probably other physicians feel that way too. We shouldn't be in the media, but if we don't go,
not that you shouldn't be in the media. Again, I question asking people who are in the conditions that the people you're treating are in for their permission to be filmed on a show while they're undergoing treatment.
In other words, Robin, you're saying Jeff Conaway, for example, who is now deceased. I've had him on the show. Jeff Conaway, who is a great radio guest, great on your show. Great guy. But he was out of his fucking mind. I mean,
he was dying.
He was dying and all this. You're saying that perhaps if you hadn't put him on the show,
no, I don't say that at all.
treatment.
I say that he's not capable of making a responsible decision about what this is going to do to him, and he's not capable. He's looking at it, a lot of people are looking at it as career advancement.
And so, but you're raising an interesting point is, can anybody with addiction render consent for anything?
Right.
So can they consent to be hospitalized? They consent. I mean, this is a conversation.
And this is the point, that it shouldn't be done with this. You're going to be on TV, and everybody will see you.
But what if Drew had saved his life, and the only thing motivating this guy to go in rehab was television,
was make money and be on TV?
That's right.
And my point is, I don't care what's motivating them. If I get my hands on them, I can make a difference with them. And what's interesting, and I did not know.
But it can also have adverse effects. So,
potentially.
You know, it depends on the person, and I don't know that evaluation is being made.
And the other thing is, pretty much all the patients we treated felt like it was an important experience for them, like a good experience. They didn't realize, I didn't know that was going to happen.
In other words, all the deaths are always pointed out, and not the people who succeed. Like Heidi Fleiss said, she came out and said, hey, Dr. Drew's great. He really helped me with my addiction problem.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Sizemore
was on our show the other day. Claims he's clean and sober.
Yeah, and he got sober in celebrity rehab. I mean, who the hell knew? But here's the thing: like Rodney King dies of a cardiac condition.
Right.
That's why he died. He had a heart problem.
Right.
I got blamed for that.
You did?
Yeah. People want to blame me for Rodney.
Well, people did say he was another, celebrity rehab.
Yeah. But Mindy had
who died.
a suicide. Yeah. I get blamed for that.
Right.
I haven't seen any of these people in years.
Right.
I mean, and I'm kind of like a chest surgeon that goes in with very serious illness and does my surgery, and then I hand them back to their usual doctor. And
you take a guy like Steven Adler. I think he's been pretty good.
Adler's been great. A lot of them have been really good, really good.
A lot of them have improved.
Yeah, and they were not interested in treatment when we got them. They wanted to be on TV or make money. That's why they went, and that doesn't bother me.
Right.
Once I can get them, I can make a difference.
Well, that's my only argument. I think that is questionable.
But okay.
Well, that's it. You never can resolve that. But, look, there's now season 6 of Celebrity Rehab was not a celebrity. It was just rehab.
Regular people. We treated I always tell CBH1 they should take a bow. They spent about $300,000 in aftercare on this group, just in treating them for a year. There's still some of them are still in treatment. It was a year later. We're still working with.
Was the show as successful without celebrities?
Not at all.
No way.
Not at all.
You gotta
Did you see it? Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it. I didn't know anything about it.
And it was intense. I mean, it was a rough group.
Right.
But people don't seem to have that Schadenfreude. They want to.
They want a celebrity. Yeah. The guy you lost that I knew.
So all of it's bad. It's bad why people are watching. It's bad, why people are signing up.
It's a crazy.
I don't think Robin's ever seen it.
The guy.
Has she?
I think she has.
I watched the first couple of episodes, and that's when I knew I can't watch this.
Alice in Chains guy. That guy knew he was. There was no way he was going to be saved. I couldn't. He was just way gone.
Listen. This is a bigger conversation, too, which is all my patients die of prescription drug overdose. They don't die of heroin overdose. They don't die of coke. They die of prescription drugs. That's pretty much all what happens. And so Mike, we got him sober. We were working with him. He was doing great. He was he had sobriety, 9 months of sobriety. I mean, a miracle. The guy had been using his entire life.
Right.
All of a sudden, he calls Bob Forrest, the hat, one day.
Yeah.
And he goes, I'm moving to Utah. We're like, but Mike, please, no, that doesn't feel right to us. We live in the guys at Cirque Lodge, a halfway house. I'm right nearby. It's just a new band. It's no big deal. I'll call you guys all the time. He goes. He's not there a month before I get a call from him going, I'm having back pain. I go, Mike, whatever you do, please, dear God, don't see a doctor.
Right.
You know what's going to happen.
They're going to give you medication.
2 weeks later, he's dead.
Dead.
And with the pills at his bedside.
Wow. I didn't realize that's what usually does everyone.
Jeff Conway, same thing. More
Prescription
surgeries,
meds.
That's what people die of.
He was addicted to surgery.
Oh, yeah. Well,
he was
surgery would get him the meds.
Right.
And that's a common thing.
So he kept saying, oh, my back, and you have surgery.
And when I took him off all the meds, he had no pain. I don't know if you remember that. He actually tap danced and stuff. And then he was like, oh, wait, the doctor said I have to have. It's like, Jeff, please try something different.
He was an addict. He wasn't changing.
Yeah.
He wasn't changing.
Yeah, but Dr. Drew is also pointing out another huge problem.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Robin.
What is that?
And it's his profession.
Oh, thank you. No, she's right. She's right. As an RN, she is absolutely right. She sees it.
That medical doctors are too quick to prescribe.
Listen, there was a headline, and it was some sort of throwaway sort of newspaper for doctors, and it says, opioids, no evidence that opioids effective for chronic pain.
Right.
Zero evidence that they're doing anything.
That's right.
And I'm telling you, just perpetuates the pain. Next line is, so we have to monitor the patients better.
That makes no
it's
sense.
not going to help them.
Forget not using the medicine.
Yeah.
Right. We have to keep giving it, just use it a little differently. So it's really I think why I'm kind of pulling away from the field a little bit. It's too painful. It's too difficult.
Well, what are you doing now? You got this show on HLN.
Now officially, I think for the last year, TV. Officially, I practice general internal medicine there 2 a week, and I have all my patients I've seen for 20 years.
Right.
But I'm pulling away from the mental health stuff a little bit.
You are? Why? Because you're just fed up?
I think I did it for 20 years, and that's enough.
And you think
people like Robin attacking me, I feel I've sort of beaten down.
I
too
attacked
much.
the show.
I feel beaten down. Yeah,
it's too much. So you're getting out of the addiction business
for the moment. I still get tons of calls and refer and try to help people and stuff, but I'm not doing it.
One of the people that called you was Amy
Winehouse?
Amy Winehouse. Didn't she reach out to you?
No, there were people kind of orbiting around getting near me, but I didn't actually talk to her.
Oh, you never spoke to her.
But she was, that's another. It was clearly going to die. And died on Librium, again, pills.
Did Lindsay Lohan contact you and you said, I'm not the doctor to help her?
Somebody contacted me and wanted to help out with an intervention, and I said, "Look, if I walk in the door, she's going to run out the other side. I'm not the guy for that."
Yeah, you know why you're here.
Yeah, I'm not the guy for that. But I gave them some advice on what I thought they should do and stuff, and it's kind of moving in the right direction.
Yeah. Well, she's being court ordered.
I think tomorrow or Thursday or something. She's going to treatment.
She's going to treatment.
Yeah. Good. I mean, and I've read the sort of the court order, and it is that she has to spend at least 6 months and can only be released by the medical director, and they're not going to release her in 6 months. No way.
So the reason that you wouldn't have been good to help her is because you were on television, and she would have just run away from you.
She's another one like Robin that takes aim at me and thinks I'm like trying to hurt her or something.
She's like me?
Well,
oh my goodness.
Is she a 34?
If you ever think of rekindling our relationship, you got to be careful what you say.
I really misstep with Robin every damn time. I can't get it right.
I'm like Lindsay Lohan.
I can't.
I think he means you're too attractive.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
By the way, biggest success story Celebrity Rehab ever had is Dennis Rodman went on there, and now he's an ambassador to North Korea. I mean, look at him. He's soaring to new heights.
Wow.
What do you make of that?
I don't know what to make of that. It scares
Should he
me.
be in North Korea?
No.
Was it ever determined if he was an addict? He never admitted to any kind of addiction, did he?
Well,
at the end he did.
Well, if you remember, this is the part. There's so many things that were very vivid for me that the world didn't kind of pick up on. I scanned his brain. We did SPECT scans on his head.
Yeah.
And it showed alcohol damage, like severe alcohol damage. And he had this very strange thing where his temporal lobes weren't functioning and his frontal lobes were hyper-functioning.
Wow.
The psychiatrist and I had never seen anything like this before. So he can focus on one thing like a maniac,
right?
But he can't sort of process the nuances of what's going on emotionally with people. Isn't that interesting?
I see.
Yeah. So he could
and just think, he and the leader of Korea,
I know,
North Korea, hit it off.
They may have the similar profile.
Well,
so I guess that's what Robin's whole theory on the show is, that look at this stuff that you discovered medically about Dennis Rodman, and then it's out there for the whole world to see. Probably he doesn't realize that could be damaging to him.
No, it wouldn't be damaging. Maybe you should be like, wow, that's why that guy can focus on one thing like rebounding. God bless him. And also, he used to read like a maniac and stuff, and he's monomaniacal focus.
Right.
But also why you shouldn't expect him to really sort of work in group therapy,
right?
Because he can't pick up on the nuances of what's going on.
Because
in the room.
he said he had no addiction problem.
Well, he never really. No, he copped to it by the end.
He did at the end.
He promised. His really interesting thing with Dennis. He said, "You and I will have a relationship, but you're going to have to fight for it." It's like Robin. I have to fight for it.
Yeah.
Now I'm like Dennis Rodman with temporal lobe problem.
And Lindsay Lohan.
No, you're way vastly superior.
Right.
But and lo and behold, he and I had a relationship by the end. We really did. I have great affection for him.
What's funny about him is that he said to you, "I'm not going to stop drinking."
Well, a lot of people do. Listen. People want to cast me also, in addition to beating me up for things I try to do. They want me to be the man, like I'm like I care if people smoke pot or something. I don't give a shit. I hope people enjoy themselves. Right. I'm here for people that can't stop and want help. That's it.
The person I never understood on the show was this 𝗦𝗁𝗄𝗏 and she was the girl who
Tiger Woods.
She was in and she survived, or she had lost a loved one at 9/11.
The reason I didn't understand why she was on Celebrity Rehab. She was addicted to absolutely nothing except for love. It seemed like we were grasping at straws.
It seemed a little bit of a reach, but she actually really responded to treatment. I mean, she has now a baby and a husband and stuff, and her relationships were a mess.
Right.
And she really did some good work, and we sort of constructed her. I mean, understood her as a love addict, and she was getting going with pills and alcohol, make no mistake about it.
All right.
And she didn't make much of that, and she didn't want to really look at that, and so we looked at the primary thing, and motivating that is this interpersonal thing.
I see.
And lo and behold, once she got better with that, she didn't use drug and alcohol.
Look at you. Hey, so you're here promoting, now you've backed off Celebrity Rehab type stuff.
Yeah.
And you're on HLN, which is Headline News.
Yeah.
And you're doing a nightly show?
Yeah.
And what is it?
You didn't know that?
No. How do I know that?
It's right now. It's news. It's HLN, so it's a lot of Nancy Gracie kind of stuff, and so we're doing Jodi Arias 24/7. The other thing I'm doing is a podcast at DrDrew.com, and I'm podcasting with Corolla again. And we have the #1 podcast in the country right now.
Now I thought Corolla said he had the #1 podcast.
Then he and I together beat him.
Is it love lines, basically?
We don't really. We do it just like you and I are right now. We don't do a lot of calls. It's just not really love line.
Really?
Yeah.
No teenagers calling in about sex?
We'll occasionally get 30-somethings calling about whatever, but no, it's just us kind of chatting, just like this.
I always felt that you and Adam were very strong together.
Yeah.
But it was great when you took the calls from teenagers and they would ask these sex questions.
I still do Love Line with Mike Catherwood. Remember the guy from
you
Dancing
do?
with the Stars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do that on the radio?
Yeah, that's on the radio, yeah.
Oh, you do that on the radio?
Yeah.
You do a podcast with Adam?
Yeah.
Can you make any money doing a podcast?
He does, like crazy.
But you don't.
If I can hang on to his engine, I might.
Right.
We'll see.
You're seeing where it'll go.
If I don't, he'll kick me out. Adam's ruthless. If I'm not producing for his little pirate ship, goodbye.
Right. He's a real businessman.
He is. It's no fooling. And Robin likes that. It's good.
Yeah,
that's where Robin and I can find common ground.
So Dr. Drew,
you suspect every giggle.
So the Dr. Drew podcast is available on iTunes.
Yes.
It's the #1 podcast, but Adam hasn't paid you any money yet.
No, Adam doesn't pay me. You have to click through an Amazon at my website. That's how they make money.
I see.
And then they sell ads and stuff, too.
So what is that, an hour show?
Yeah.
And you go on there and you take phone calls.
No, well, we do some calls, but I like Robin. Listen, you watch the show.
Oh,
Robin,
she's obsessed with you.
I know that HLN format. Sure, I watch the show from time to time.
Do you follow the Jodi Arias thing?
No.
I thought you'd be into that because it's what's crazy thing happened to me.
Yeah.
I was somebody gave me courtside tickets at the Laker game, and it was a Raptor game, and it was a terrible cantankerous game. The Lakers were still fighting to get in the playoffs, and there was like 4 seconds left in the game. It was overtime, and Kobe Bryant walks over me and gives me this, like
a head nod.
Yeah, and I'm like, geez, there's 3 seconds left in the game, and I like, who are you talking to? He kind of walks over, he goes, we need to chit-chat about Jodi Arias.
Oh, really?
And he called me the next day.
Wow.
And he was real interested in this case.
No kidding.
Have you ever talked to him?
No. Kobe Bryant?
Could not have been a greater guy.
Wow.
I mean, I had one of the funnest sort of conversations with him.
And why is he so obsessed with Jodi Arias?
It's a hard thing not, if you get going with it as a man, it's hard not to. You would have liked.
What is your fascination with
the fascination? It's not mine. It's the world's, which is that she's this sort of attractive young woman who's got sex tapes. These incredible tapes she took of she and her boyfriend interacting, where it seems like she's like completely into this thing, and they're talking about anal. You would love it.
Right.
He's tying her up and anal sex, blah blah. and now she's going. He was abusing me.
Right.
I didn't want to do any of that. It demeaned me. It was terrible.
So you believe, based on these tapes, that she was a willing participant in their relationship.
Oh, yeah, very clearly.
And that perhaps she's really guilty.
Oh yeah. Well, she said she did it. Just now she's saying...
No, I mean guilty not because she was in self-defense, but guilty because she just wanted to bump
So I
off.
put teams of psychologists together, and we sort of analyzed her as a borderline with psychopathic features.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, the psychologists now are on the stand with the actual psychology testing showing that indeed that's what she is.
Why did she do it, do you think, then?
Because she was using, it was interesting, she was using sex the way a man uses violence to control and manipulate her boyfriend. And when that didn't work, when he really was going to leave, then she resorted to violence.
So America is so fascinated with this because she's a hot chick.
Yeah.
If this was an ugly chick, we wouldn't care.
And the sex tapes.
Right. Sex tapes, hot chick, all that.
Yeah, there's a lot of sex in it.
As guys, why are we so interested? Because we believe maybe we could have gotten her?
Well, not just gotten her, but it's like, oh my God, you mean, it seemed like she was so into it. You mean I could be with somebody who thinks like who seems to be more into it than me.
And then accuses me of abusing her.
Yeah. That's your body goes, whoa.
Now, who do we think?
Well, actually, the guys are thinking maybe I could get out before that turn where now she won't let me go.
Robin, you're diabolical, you see. That's why you think I'm bad. You think that way.
Why does Lisa Lampanelli credit you with her weight loss? She says you were her inspiration for losing weight. Why is that? Did you meet with her?
I've talked to her many, many times.
Right.
I don't know.
Who do we think will die next from Celebrity Rehab?
Dear.
That's the big question. Who do we think's going to be checking out next? Because I'm in a pool and I want to win.
Now, see, even I think that's an unfair question
Why?
for Drew.
It's the Dr. Drew celebrity death pool.
It's a fatal illness. These were advanced addict. There could well be another. There could well be.
Let's go through the list. And let's pick who's going to go.
Oh,
well, is there going to be another celebrity rehab?
No.
No, he's out.
I'm not doing it anymore.
I mean, he's had it. Has VH1 said to you, come on, do it?
No. I mean, if there was a group that, it's so bizarre. Again, I get people like Twitter me like, why aren't you taking care of 𝗦𝗲𝗄𝗏? Why aren't you taking care of Amanda Bynes? I don't know these people. I've never met. I have no.
They've got to come to
Isn't that
you.
your job to take care of all celebrities?
Right. I have no idea how I would even ever get in touch or why they would ever. I would be happy to refer them somewhere if people ever called
Somebody
me.
sent me a tape on the internet 𝗦𝗲𝗄𝗏 just put out, where she says, I have powers and can manipulate air and energy.
Wow.
Have you seen this?
No.
And she is waving her hands in the air like this, cupping the air and trying to demonstrate this power that she has. And she's saying, do you see how I'm moving the air around?
That's psychotic.
And she, of course, nothing is happening, but she is convinced that she's doing
some
something.
hallucinogenic thing.
I've had her on the show. She seemed fine, right, Robin? I mean, seriously.
Well, she was okay that day.
Yeah, she was fine. I don't know. It's weird. All right, let's figure out for my celebrity death pool who's going next. Andy Dick seems like he's
good right now.
In recovery.
Yes.
Okay. Do we trust that?
He's got bad illness. Andy could, Andy knows he could go.
He could relapse.
Yeah.
Steven Adler seems okay.
Seems okay.
Dennis Rodman is now an ambassador. We know he's okay. Tom Sizemore I just had on the show. He seemed okay.
He looked
Think
good.
about
He looked
Tom
good.
is great, but and Tom isn't he just the greatest guy?
Yeah.
He's just a very interesting guy. But he has hope to die addiction. If he goes again, it's going to be bad.
It's right. He's got to.
So there's somebody that if
he's the saddest case to me because the guy had a real fucking career. Some of these people you counsel, they were going nowhere anyway. But Sizemore had a real acting career. I mean, he was on the fast track to the Oscar.
Yeah. He's a real talent.
He's a real deal.
And he's been robbed of that, and we've been robbed of it.
Yeah.
But if he stays sober, he'll be back. I mean, Robert Downey's, look at him now. You know what I mean? And the thing that Robert did that they all have to do is they have to drop out and think they'll never work again.
Right. You have to hit rock bottom, in other words.
But they have to, because many hit rock bottom. Like Robert hit rock bottom and then went back to work and then went back to work and then went back to work and then relapse. He's got to stop and go, maybe I'll never work again. Maybe I'll never be an actor. I don't know what the hell. Just as long as I stay sober, that's all that matters.
Right. Sober has to come before work.
You can't even think about anything else for a couple of years when you're somebody like that.
What about China, the wrestler? Maybe she's having a hard time, you think?
Not going to go well.
Amy Fisher is doing okay. No? You don't know.
What are they laughing about back here?
I'm just laughing.
Is there Amy fans back here? No.
Gary Busey, I don't think he's on anything.
No,
is he?
No.
I just think he's fucking wild.
Well, he's had brain injury, right?
Yeah.
He's had a lobotomy.
He has?
Yes. He crushed the I think it was the right frontal lobe.
From his motorcycle accident.
Yeah, and he woke up saying, I don't want to use anymore. They used to treat addiction with lobotomies.
Right.
So it diminishes the drive to use.
So after the motorcycle.
he's cured.
He's cured. The motorcycle accident cured him of addiction.
And that's why all the impulsivity and stuff, he doesn't have that part of his brain functioning where he can sort of see. And that's what we worked on with him, is trying to get him to see how other people are perceiving his behaviors.
Yeah.
And he was shocked. He was surprised.
But he is now a staple on these reality shows because he's so
interesting.
He's so interesting. Let's put it that way. That's so true. So who knows who's going to be next? I mean, you can go through this list all day. We just don't know. So my celebrity death pool, I'm probably no better off having.
You're on
help.
your own.
A dartboard.
It's a dartboard.
But as it gives me a agita. It gives me a horrible pain in my stomach when you put it that way. But that's right. These are really sick guys.
We know, and listen, if I can make a few bucks, why not?
No,
in my death pool.
No, and if any of them, I'd be delighted to help any if they want to reach out. But I don't have any contact with any of them.
You know what we ought to do for all of them? Put them in a motorcycle accident. They'll all stop using.
Well, we just do.
There you go.
Lobotomy.
That's right. It's weird. The lobotomy works.
Well.
So what?
Side effects.
So what? How much thinking do you need to do? All right, listen, Dr. Drew, the big show. This is why you're here.
Rob, you know what? I'm here because it's been too long. And the strangest thing of all, by the way, is I'll do this show, and for 2 years afterwards, almost half the time, people come up and say hi to me. They'll go, "I love you on Stern."
Yeah, well, you're great on the show.
For years after. It's great.
And you know, I think even this new HLN show, Robin can approve of. Because Robin? Do you approve of the
this is fine. This is fine. He's not exploiting it.
Robin, before I do anything in the future, can I call you and double check and make sure you approve
Well, why
it?
not?
No. Go live your life, and then I can comment on it.
Right.
It's so painful, though, Robin. It is.
Yes, Doug, what is it?
Robin, let me finish my sentence. I know you're going to want to jump in, but you really, I mean, you got through saying it's because you don't know Dr. Drew that you would really pause and say, I don't know he has a good heart because I don't know him.
Well, she doesn't know him, she's saying.
Yeah, I know, but...
why could I say he has a good heart if I don't know him? I don't know
Well,
him.
Robin is being correct. She does not know Dr. Drew. So she can only go by his actions.
Yeah, but you yourself said it just seems a bit petty. You yourself said it seems. I mean, you're not.
No, I am not as sure as Robin is that the show is so bad. I think there is some good that comes out of it.
Yes, and I think Dr. Drew does have a good heart. I don't know him. He seems like he's trying to make a difference.
I do think Dr. Drew has a good heart.
You're surmising his motivations and all of that stuff. That's wonderful for you.
And I am.
Oh my God!
And you know what?
Oh my God!
But here's Robin. Here's the deal.
Robin has her point of view.
Robin, I am not. Thank you, Doug.
You don't like Robin's point of view.
I love Robin, but it's pissing me off.
But Robin, I am not perfect. I am not. You know that, right?
I thought you were.
No, I'm not perfect, and I've got weaknesses and strengths like anybody, and I'm not claiming to be anything like that. And if that offends you or something, Robin.
Oh, I'm not offended by anything. Will you stop it? Now who's the narcissist? You think I really care about all these things?
Good point.
I think Robin is disturbed by some things that you're doing. But
I do have that one little problem with exploiting people who are incapable of making a good decision.
Yeah, the consent thing is really an interesting question.
Is it possible Robin's in love with you? Oh. Do you ever have that
I used to be. Now I'm not anymore.
I've let her down. Oh, that's even worse. Now you've really broken my heart. This is just, now it's...
All right, Irene, you're on the air. Yes, Irene.
Used to be.
Oh, hi, Howard.
Hi.
Long time listener, and I love you. You're my king. What I have, Dr. Drew, I totally respect what you do, but regarding celebrity rehab, I've been in AA for 22 years, and what I find about it is bullshit. The celebrities are pseudo-representatives of 12-step programs, sending the message out that nobody recovers. Like, for instance, David Hasselhoff eats a burger off the floor and then goes out singing.
Yeah, but a lot of the celebrities on Dr. Drew's show have recovered.
But let's
Some of them have.
But let's send out a good message. What's the right message to send out about recovery? Because you know I'm a deeply committed to 12-step. I mean that is the answer.
But the thing is that the celebs are
what is 12-step?
When in fact it feeds their ego, and their ego needs to be smashed.
She's saying putting them on TV feeds the ego.
Yeah, that's they need humility. You're absolutely right. And if they don't find that, they aren't going to get better. That's absolutely right.
Is that why they make you like clean toilets with the toothbrush and rehab and stuff?
That's the Clancy way of doing it.
Oh, right. Are you in the West Coast?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm in LA.
Yeah, so she knows the Pacific group.
Right.
But 12-step really is just a guided relationship.
Is that where you got to get into God too and give yourself over to higher power?
Faith. You have to let go. Have faith that you can let go. That's really what that is. For
I don't
some
even
people,
know what that means.
Very evolved concept.
That's too evolved for me.
It is. Look, it's first understanding your condition and realizing you can't control it. That's the number one thing.
Hasselhoff goes out and says it's part of recovery, and it's in fact not part of recovery.
What is?
That getting loaded, eating food, relapse.
No,
listen. Never mind that. I'm cutting Irene off. Okay. I'm bored. I'm bored with her. You got to give yourself you got to admit that you have no control.
It's a part of your brain you can't do anything about. It's a motivational disturbance that's deeper than your consciousness. You know, it colors everything else. Everything else serves it. Not you can't do anything about it. The motivational distortion. You love drugs and alcohol more than you love anything in your life.
Right.
That's the reality.
Got to accept that.
You got to accept that. And you can't control, you can't do anything about it. The second, you have to stop controlling everything in your life. That's some concept of faith.
So how do you control it if you're not controlling it? You have to control your addiction.
No, you commit today to not using.
I see. You say I'm an addict.
I'm an addict.
Today I'm not going to.
Today I'm not using, and I'm going to use the support of others to prevent that.
I get it. Okay, got it. All right, one more call. Let's go to Hemp.
Hey, Howard, good morning. Got a question about your degenerate phony phone caller, Richard, and what Dr. Drew thinks of Richard. Not sure how often...
Never mind Dr. Drew. I think Richard's got a problem.
I'm fascinated with Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Fascinating.
Oh, boy.
You like Bigfoot?
Fascinating.
Really?
What a
big
fascinating guy. Yeah. Oh my
Why
God.
didn't you do a celebrity rehab, but with like the Wack pack, like Bigfoot and?
Great idea. I just imagine
Richard should be in there.
Just one group session with everybody.
You know
Debbie
Richard Christie,
and,
right?
God.
Yeah. Do you know Richard Christie, right?
No.
You don't know him, the guy who works on my show, Richard Christie?
Maybe.
He drinks like a motherfucker.
Oh, I hear you guys talking about him. Yeah,
He's constantly champagne and.
That's not good.
But I mean,
He has to pack the booze before he packs his clothes.
So that's not going to go.
It's every single day, though. It's every single day. Richard says he goes home, has a 6-pack, maybe a 12-pack, but
so this
almost every single day.
All right, so here's the deal.
But he's functioning.
You're right. You can't, with somebody at that stage, it's very hard to do anything with them because they are functioning and it's still working for
You know
them.
why he's functioning? Because he works for me.
You're enabling him.
Well, I'm not enabling, but I'm like the job is so much fun. Like he makes phony phone calls. You almost have to get loaded to do that.
Oh, that's for sure. Okay, yeah. Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? Like if he had to go to a real job, I don't know that he could. I don't know, but maybe he could. He's in the best shape of his life physically.
How old is he now?
Hey, Richard, get in here. What am I talking about your case?
It's gonna. We kind of deal with him, talk to him about it.
Yeah, let's talk to him a little bit.
We talk to him about it all the time.
I mean, it's gonna.
We're just not getting anywhere.
It's just you can't.
Here he is. Look, he's thin. He lost a lot of weight. He actually looks halfway decent.
He has a relationship. He's married.
Here goes Drew into his doctor thing.
Is there alcoholism in your family?
No.
Really?
No, my parents don't even really drink.
How about your grandparents? Sister,
no.
Brother? Well, maybe.
Isn't that weird?
It is weird.
I mean,
he's brought it into the family.
He's starting a new
you
thing.
Adopted? Is there
Are you adopted?
No.
Is there some reason it's not in the
think.
family? Like there's clergy, your dad's a clergy or something? Or
my dad was a railroader. No.
That doesn't make sense. All right, so go ahead.
So I love beer. I love craft beer. I love the way it tastes. And I
love it more than like
soda or any.
You love it more than like your health or your safety.
Well, I think I'm fairly healthy. I run the other Sunday. I ran 9 miles.
How much you drink in the average day?
During the week, like last night, I had 1 beer.
Be honest, what you're drinking?
1 beer last night, but on the weekends, I'll have.
And what is the week? When does the weekend start?
Wednesday, Friday night.
Oh, Friday night. Okay, go ahead. What do you have on the weekends?
I'll have probably, I don't know, 10 or 12 beers, like 16
across the entire weekend.
No,
per
probably
night.
a day. Yeah,
it's a lot of alcohol, right?
Yeah.
And then what about this whole thing when you and your wife get on trains and you pack up like bottles and bottles of champagne and down them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have consequences from? I mean, do you guys get in trouble? Do you have legal problems? Do you have your doctor tell you to stop?
I've peed myself a few times, and they had to put me in a wheelchair coming off a plane one time, going to Bubba's wedding.
Right.
Goofy things like that.
He murdered 44 people.
He just doesn't remember it.
It's hard to make the firm
call on him
without the family history, without the genetics there. It's possible still, and maybe it was sort of hidden for years. Maybe the family.
I think he's downplaying how much he drinks too.
No,
during the week you only have 1 beer
10
a
or
night.
12 on a weekend day is a lot.
Did you fall down an escalator drunk?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If he's an alcoholic, he would be minimizing, right? That's part of the condition. They deny, they lie, they minimize stuff. So.
And the thing is, Dr. Drew, that whenever he's in a social situation, he gets polluted.
Yeah,
he
like not
can't
just like
have social drinks.
Do you have social anxiety? Is that why you're sort of loading up, or?
Maybe a little bit, especially like honestly around Howard.
It's Howard's fault.
I get a little nervous. Like
when are you around me?
Well, never really.
Exactly.
That's why I get nervous.
Howard TV has a clip of Richard drunk in a wheelchair. I'm going to show it to Dr. Drew just so you can see the extent. Look, there he is.
Where do I go? Oh, there. Here it is.
See that? That's him.
No, you certainly look like an alcoholic there. You look like you should be in a hospital.
Yeah. They had to wheel him out.
Richard. It's hard not to call that alcohol.
And by the way, you were on a plane, right? That's why they wheeled you out.
Yeah.
How many drinks did you have on the plane?
Quite a few, probably 7 or 8. I don't like to fly.
7 or 8? I think there was a little more than that.
Well, he drinks before Howard. You don't realize he gets drunk before the flight.
Tell Dr. Drew how much you drank before you got on the plane. Look at him getting into the car.
Looks like you have Parkinson's.
Well, that's what happens. Yeah.
Hey, we were going to Bubba the Love Sponge's wedding. It was fun.
He's gone. He's just fucking gone. I mean, don't you feel like Richard's sort of downplaying this?
Yeah. Hold on a second. Richard.
Yeah.
Remember when John and I took the crew out to dinner for Christmas?
Oh, that was fun. Yeah.
All right, so we went to the steakhouse, like Peter Luger Steakhouse. Tell everybody what you drank that night.
You probably know better than I do. I don't remember. There's a lot of beers.
I think he drank it was at least like 12 beers. It was a lot of wine. In fact, at one point, you chugged the last part of the bottle of wine.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't want it to go to waste.
And then he called me to tell me something, hung up, and called me back, completely forgetting that he had just called me.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah, he has blackouts.
Hey, I'm not denying.
He's worried about the liability of having somebody like this on his team.
Yeah, but I don't drink here. I don't.
He brags. Richard brags that there's a place in the city that has it's $25 all the mimosas you can drink, and he brags that he goes there every Sunday and basically puts them out of business.
It's actually free mimosas as long as you buy food, so it's like the greatest.
I think we're
deal
have to
and they go
Gary,
for the mimosas.
Yeah. How many mimosas do you have?
I'll probably have about 15 or 20 of them.
15 or 20 mimosas.
See, am I denying anything?
What's your
here?
ethnic heritage? Where are your ancestors from?
Kansas.
Kansas?
Oh, no,
I mean, he means like your ethnic background.
I don't think I ever looked that much into it.
Where's your dad's family?
Irish.
From?
Irish. Okay.
Irish
and
German.
Done. It's over. It's over.
Hey,
So
that's stereotype.
No, that's
it's
genetics.
just the truth.
That's just the genetics. And by the way, I believe the genetics of alcoholism is a survivor gene.
Really?
Yeah, when you really look at where it flourished.
From horrible places.
Horrible places that were repeatedly assaulted for multiple generations, like Scotland and Ireland. The survivors had this gene.
They were wasted.
No. They're activated by extreme circumstances.
I see.
So alcoholics make great fighter pilots and great shortstops and great extreme situations.
Why are so few Jews alcoholics?
It's a great question, and it's the only time you ever see addiction without alcoholism. It's Jews and ethnic Jews, Ashkenazi Jews, and Han Chinese. Only time.
Yeah.
And I think probably because so many generations of horrible things, that part of it just got burned out somehow.
It's like the opposite happened.
It's something back in Egypt.
They lived through it.
Yeah. Well, probably if we
they ate Herosis.
I think probably in 2000 BC in Egypt, maybe we would have seen more like the Irish, but it's kept going many thousand more years, and that part's gone now too.
You know what's weird about alcoholism too? Like watching Richard drunk like that is funny. Like you can't help but laugh.
But not when you're going through it.
No, I
had fun.
Yeah, you loved it.
I did.
It's funny.
He's having fun. That's
that moment is funny, but the implication broadly is bad. Richard's going to have trouble.
Yeah, you think he's in trouble?
He's going to have trouble.
I mean, I've gotten a clean bill of health from my doctor.
You tell him about the Mimosa Fridays?
Absolutely, yeah.
Did he tell you to cut down?
Is your doctor an alcoholic or a drug addict?
No, he's a good doctor.
Yeah, you know what kills me? I hardly drink, and I started to have 1 or 2 glasses of wine a night. And I went for my yearly physical a couple of years ago, and I showed a slight elevation in the liver area. Very slight. Nothing, my doctor, that's what my doctor said to me. He said, so he goes, have 1 or 2 drinks a week.
Yeah.
And I was like, 1 or 2 drinks a week? And I started to get upset. I said, well, if I'm getting upset, that means maybe I'm getting too into this shit. And so now I don't drink. I mean,
it's definitely better not to drink.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine I'm that sensitive to alcohol?
You weren't on any cholesterol meds, statin, or anything?
No. My cholesterol's real low. I don't get it.
Yeah, see, I had high blood pressure, high cholesterol. I got gout. But a lot of that
the gout and the blood pressure may be directly related to the alcohol.
But that's why I started running a lot and getting in better shape. But now I feel like my reward,
let's
is a nice beer.
Howard, let's examine that thinking for a second.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The gout and the blood pressure is from the alcohol. So that's why I started running.
Right.
Not stop drinking or cut down. That's why I started running.
He'll never stop drinking. I'm telling you, this guy's unbelievable.
I have one more point to make because somebody just reminded me of this. So the way Richard lost all his weight is he's got this app, and this app tells you how many calories you can have a day. And there's many times during the day where Richard will give his calories to alcohol rather than to food.
Of course. Right. Of course. That's very healthy.
How many calories is a beer?
It depends. It can go from around 100 up to about 350.
So, I mean, how many calories are you supposed to eat a day?
I'm at about 1,800 a day.
So if you're having 12 beers in one day, that's it, no food for the day.
Yeah, but that's why I run 9 miles, because then that adds another 1,000 calories.
You're doing a lot to work around this drink.
But Richard, what's fueling you when you run? You have to have some protein.
Well, no, he doesn't have to have protein, but he will break down without the protein.
Right.
But he's such a specimen.
What's fueling me when I run is knowing I get to have a beer right afterwards.
Oh, my God. Dr. Drew, help him.
I'm not sure it's possible.
But is it really, though, honestly?
Yes, honestly,
is
it looks
beer
like
as bad as being addicted to, like, vodka and hard alcohol?
It's all the same. It's just you eventually get the same amount. Your brain will have you drinking in the amount that it wants you to drink.
Yeah. Do you know Richard's
50 beers or 3 ounces of alcohol? Whatever.
Do you know Richard's doctor has a bar in the waiting room?
I was feeling
just in case
something's going on with that doctor. I just gotta say.
There is a dentist in New York that I heard has wine, so I'm thinking of going there.
Oh my God!
He never wanted to take care of his teeth.
All the free wine. Yeah, you don't even brush your teeth. Why would you care? Listen to him. This is him calling in. Listen.
Hardemeyer, you prick cocksucker. Listen to me now.
That's Richard.
Richard, I can tell you, you sure seem nervous around Howard.
Fuck you doing. But right now...
Here's Richard pissing in the street.
Hey, what's up, Will, you sexy bitch? All right, I'm going to leave you a message, and this is it. I'm going to take a piss right on the phone right here.
In the middle of Manhattan.
Girls love this.
I'm wasted.
You're married?
All right, hold on there. I just had...
it's the whole thing is a mess. The whole thing.
Dr. Drew was laughing.
Well, what's he going to do?
Howard, Sal just told me, his partner told me that when they travel... And there's a lot of thought when you want to be, when you want to be a drunk. There's a lot of thought that goes into it. Right. So he brings a paper bag full of the little bottles, the ones that you can get through, because they're less than 3 ounces.
Miniatures.
And he says, and Sal says the bag just clinks and clinks, but he says it'll be 6 in the morning, and he'll just be pounding them down.
Oh, really?
Because I hate to fly. I'm very scared of flying, and alcohol just makes me feel so much
We saw
better.
evidence of what happens when you get off a plane.
Well, Dr. Drew, you've done him no good.
I'm worried, though.
I'm open to discussion, though. I'm not denying that I'm an alcoholic.
I'll give you something.
You hear that?
What? What do you say?
He said he's an alcoholic.
You're an alcoholic.
I've admitted that several times on here.
By the way, this business of, if you admit it, that's half the problem.
It's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
Right,
you got to do something about it.
Richard, stop drinking for a month.
Oof.
He could get sick.
All right.
He could have withdrawal,
Well, I mean.
Be careful.
Do it. Can you do it?
Well, if that's the case, maybe I'll try it a few days at a time or something.
He's not doing it.
A week.
You talk to your doctor maybe before you do it and get, you really be, it's very scary.
It is, right?
Really, yeah, it's really could go bad.
No.
I mean, make sure you take, your nutrition's the first thing to pay attention to, because you can get actually brain damage and nerve damage and stuff.
Well, I mean, honestly,
I think he has brain damage.
I eat super healthy.
I think you have brain damage.
I heard all about it. It was 12 beers or food.
No.
That's once in a while.
Oh, my God.
I probably do have brain damage, but
I know you do.
It helps with my prank calls and stuff.
No, it doesn't. Don't even think that. And go see your doctor, Richard, and have you withdraw for a month. See what happens.
I will.
Also, the Dr. Drew podcast is available on iTunes. Robin will be watching both and listening to both. I know that.
I feel like I've made some inroads with Robin. No, Robin, are we still
Again,
exactly the same?
I didn't want that perception out there that I hated you, because that's not the truth.
Yeah, Robin is full of love. She really is.
Yeah, I know.
I call her my love bug.
And think how long you guys have been together. She has to have been, right?
She loves me. Right, Robin?
I do.
I'm going to rub it into Drew. She loves me, Drew.
She used to love me, too.
Unquestionably.
She said that.
When you lose Robin's love, it's not fun.
It's not at all.
That's right.
You've lost the sunshine.
There's one last call from you from a very famous caller, Debbie the pet lady.
Fantastic. I love
yes,
to talk to
Debbie, go ahead.
Howard, I want to talk to you in person.
Debbie, this is Dr. Drew. Do you know you frighten me, my dear. Are you okay?
No, I'm not, because your show has been mean to me. I see how you do me. You know,
Drew's show has been mean?
Yeah, can I just say something, please? And I won't yell.
All right.
It needs to come out already. It's not fair what you've done to me. You know, I asked nicely to speak to, like, Gary, and Gary can't even take 5 minutes to answer me, but he answers all your regulars.
This is back to getting the wrong seats in the AGT.
Yeah, this is AGT. Yeah. She was complaining. She complains Gary doesn't spend enough time on the show with her. I mean,
how does she know what Gary does with the others?
She has.
Because I see the tweets. I've seen Eric's tweet how he's bragging that Gary got hold of him and is going to help him with something on the air for today. But yeah, when I was writing Gary all 3 days in a row and to beg him.
Debbie, we're not like Dr. Drew, a help center.
Answer your regulars, but why are you?
I don't answer anybody.
Like shit. You treat me like crap, and you don't want to.
Well, if that's Gary treating you that way, don't blame Howard.
And Gary can't be involved with you.
No, we're treating her fine, Howard.
I know you are.
Last night he wanted to have me locked up and have FBI come to my house and take my kid away, but that's okay.
Her kid?
Who's taking your kid? Oh yeah, she has a kid.
How do you support?
John, the reporter John.
Debbie, how do you support your child? Debbie?
What do you mean?
I mean, what do you do for a living?
What do you mean?
What do you do for a living?
Nobody works.
I'm on
disability.
I'm from the state.
Yeah.
And how old's your child?
My child's older now. He's 16.
16. Is he getting on okay? Is he going to go to college and stuff?
Yeah, he's actually doing very good. He smart. He got good grades.
And Debbie, somebody must have advised you to take medication along the way. How come you don't take medication?
I think she does.
Do you?
I was taking. I stopped.
Oh,
you can tell.
Yeah.
And all that. You have sort of a bipolar disorder. Is that right?
They diagnosed me with schizophrenia.
Schizophrenia
or schizoaffective. Schizoaffective disorder.
Wow, you've got everything.
Yeah, and a mood disturbance.
And mood. Yeah. Well, listen, Debbie's a character. But
no, I'm not. I'm not part of the show no more.
Yeah, but Debbie, so maybe it's best you stay away from the show.
Yeah, because, you people won't tell the truth to the world anyway.
I think people love you, Debbie. I think
people love you. We love you, but maybe it's best you stay away from the show.
No. Just hear me out one time, all right?
I think I've heard you out 1,000,000 times.
No, you didn't, Howard, because you always hang up on me.
Well, I don't have all day for this.
Yeah, because you don't have the time to listen to the truth.
I don't have the time. You're right. I'm doing a radio show that
entertains
Debbie,
if you're being mistreated here, stay away.
Right. That's the best answer.
I am.
Okay, so then be done with...
my fucking life to the fucking world, and I'm not supposed to get upset, right? You can trash me out there on a wall.
We like you.
Play nothing else on me than you fuckers, because I will fuck you up. Do you
Yes.
Oh.
I understood.
Well, this went well.
Julie has a thing with her. If you yell back at her, she stops.
Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Hey, Debbie, you better shut up right now.
Oh.
See?
Wow, it worked.
You calm down.
By the way, Richard's in the corner doing shots. And who can blame him?
It's fun.
Let's join in. All
Why
right.
did you let that, John?
I don't know, Debbie. Please.
We didn't do
stay
anything.
away from the show.
Lieberman?
Oh, John Lieberman, you don't like?
He threatened to...
Oh, he came to her
Yes,
house,
right.
right? He came and
He's done
And embedded.
you know, he's on HLN every night with Jane Velez.
Yeah. Anything aired. You people don't want me on your show anymore. Fine.
No,
I don't want to be on your show anymore either.
That's probably
That's
best.
the deal I wanted to make with you people.
All right.
So leave me alone.
Fair enough.
All right.
All right.
You only cater to your regulars anyway, because that's all you want on your show is your regulars, because that's all you ever
All right.
to your regulars.
Fair enough. Thank you, Debbie.
We agree with you.
3 years. I wasted 3 years on this show, and I want the world to at least to hear what I had to say, because it's not right how you people did me for 3 years.
If she took medication, could she be normal? No.
This schizoaffective is a personality disorder.
I see.
And she,
But what would the
she'd be-
medication do?
Not this business.
Right, up and down.
Yeah.
She'd be constant.
She'd be better. She'd be narrower range.
You know, so you
Right.
push me to these fucking states and movies.
All right, fair enough. You made a good point, and time to move on. Thank you.
Probably disability a good thing. I don't imagine her in the workplace.
No.
Would you
Who's
hire her?
doing more to remove the stigma of mental illness, us or you?
You're doing a.
We're doing a great job.
You really are.
You know what, Drew? I'm going to leave it up to you.
Thank you.
I feel much better with you dealing with
Thank
this.
you.
All right, Dr. Drew, thank you. Your show, of course, is helping a lot of people.
We try.
Watch Dr.
Not
Drew.
Robin, evidently. But.
Well, some people disagree.
You were trying to help me?
Richard, go out in the hall and talk to Dr. Drew.
Richard,
I wanted to thank you. I mean, thanks for even bringing me up. I appreciate it and caring.
It really
I
worked.
appreciate
Wow.
it. And I'm reading Steve-O's book right now too, and you really helped him.
Steve-O, we helped.
Yeah.
Steve-O was going to die.
helped. Yeah,
He was gonna
Steve-O's
die.
amazing.
You know who
Yeah.
helped him is Knoxville.
Johnny,
He called, Knoxville called me. We all knew what was going on. I said, Knoxville, you've tied this guy up a million times. Tie him up now, throw him in the trunk, take him to the hospital. And that's what he did.
Yeah.
And
it's
he's alive because of it.
fascinating, the story about their intervention.
And he was not thinking right for a long time after
I
that.
love that Johnny Knoxville.
Knoxville's
Just saw him
a
in
great guy.
L.A. Spent two nights with him.
Steve-O's a miracle of recovery. Years now. In
Yeah, pretty impressive.
Oh.
Yeah.
Great guy.
All right, listen, Dr. Drew, we could enter it up all day, but unfortunately, all good things must come to an end.
Thank you.
And you're right, Steve-O, big success story, Robin. You have to remember that. Steve-O now.
I think Steve-O is doing incredibly well. And it had, again, my complaints came right at the very beginning and had nothing to do with people's results.
I'm just saying, Steve-O is now stapling his balls completely sober. And
That's right.
And
That's
Robin,
right.
I wish I had consulted you before we published that book. I really do.
Absolutely.
Stop it.
Well, 'cause
Stop
it
it.
happened all here
You
on the
couldn't
air.
apologize at the
No.
time. Remember that? You defended yourself.
I did.
All right, we're going to end this
Yes.
right now. This is the next time you come in, we'll continue.
Thank you.
Dr. Drew, thank
It
you.
will go on and on and on.
Robin, thank you, and we'll be back right after these words.
Mr. Christie.
See, some guys are addicted to dirty magazines and webcams, and I like drinking.
Richard, given everything that was discussed today, did your opinion about yourself change at all? Do you see yourself and your behavior in a different light?
I don't know, man. I just love beer so much. That's not to make it sound simple, but I love the taste of beer. I love feeling good. I love relaxing, winding down with a nice beer after a run. I just love it. So I don't, if something really crazy happens, then maybe I'll quit. But so far, knock on wood,
what will it take?
I'm still able to function.
We use the same doctor he uses my doctor, so I just told him that I didn't think he was telling my doctor the truth.
I do, I swear. I swear.
Maybe if you went in with him.
I want to.
You want to go in with him and describe exactly what's going on here.
You can go in there with me while I tell him I have 12 beers in a
But
day.
a lot of physicians don't maybe understand alcoholism per se, and I bet you what he'll say to him is, "You need to cut down. I want you to be careful," and that may not be possible for you. You're either gonna have to stop.
It would be
or
hard,
not.
yeah.
And we heard Howard say take a month off, and that scares me. You could have full-on withdrawal. Boy, she's suppressing a smile.
No, because I recommended my doctor to Richard, so I'd be more than gladly to go there with him.
I think you should. I think Lisa's going with you.
Okay.
Because it scares me when he goes, "I'm running so I can drink," and I go,
Yeah.
"Ooh."
Well,
That's
I was
that thinking.
but I was drinking before I ran. It's just
See,
now
it's better now. See, now I'm running so I can keep drinking. Anything to keep drinking. Yeah, right. Sweating it all out. There you go.
Now I realize, and I've told Howard before, I do drink a lot. I'm not going to deny that.
But this is an interesting situation. I mean, it's working for him. He doesn't want to stop. You have to find that motivation to stop, and he's going to have some more serious consequence before he does. What are you going to say, right? I mean, sometimes doctors can have an impact and say, "Hey, you got to do this." But we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't think your doctor's going to do that. I don't think so.
Maybe if she goes and talks to him.
Dr. Drew.
Cameras or no? Are you allowed to have cameras in there? Robin won't hear of it.
I don't know.
Dr. Drew, are there levels of alcoholism?
Oh, sure.
That is Richard more of a binge drinker than anything right now?
He's what you call, he's still controlling it. Even though it's excessive and he's having some consequence, he's still controlling it. It's not out of control yet. And that's when it's difficult to get people to motivate to stop. Because they say, look, I'm still working, I got to control, what do I do?
What will be some of the indicators to look for if we see Richard going over the line?
Just